Guys, and welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. It's with great pleasure that I'm happy to have a look at this Tang range of consoles. So let's check it out. Okay, well, I got a little bit of chat missing because I left a comment. Let me do a test comment, guys. Make sure it is coming up on the side and something hasn't crashed. So, oh, okay, cool. That's all right. It's just a little bit behind, which I kind of need to realize that on YouTube. Anyway, guys, so what we're looking at here is we are looking at the Tang Retro console. So this one here has 138k logic elements, so 138,000 logic elements, which is 28,000 more than the MiSTer FPGA. The MiSTer FPGA has 110,000 logic elements. Now, by no means does it mean that this is automatically better and you should sell your MiSTer and get this. There's still a long way to go for the Tang series of FPGAs. It is coming along nicely. Currently, the MiSTer, for example, I run the MiSTer on 1080p. It can even go higher resolutions than that. I think like 15 something p. But most of us play, or a lot of us play on 1080p. This one only goes up to 720p. Now, honestly, obviously for retro games and that, it's generally quite fine. So I've had a blast with this. So this was sent to me from SIP them, and I've been covering this stuff on a weekly show. And you know, we've been speaking. And I said, look, once you've kind of got a console that's ready to market, I'm happy to show it on the channel and put it through the test. Now, I have to say, I haven't really done much testing. I wanted to do the live stream because if there are going to be any shocks, I'd rather find them straight out. Now, I did try booting a game on the NES core and the SNES core, and I was successful in doing so. What's really cool is if you buy the version, so like whatever the top bundle is, where you get like the micro SD card. So the firmware I think is on the Tang itself. Then you get a micro SD card which goes in via an OTG, an on-the-go adapter, and that has like a power pass-through, and that's how I'm powering it. I'll bring up a picture in a second. Now, you can use USB controllers, but there's a known issue with USB controllers at the moment, which is if you exit the core, the controller stops responding. You need to plug the controller physically, pull the controller out of the USB port, and then push it back in, and then it starts working again. What they actually gave me with this as well was like a P mod that will let me use a PlayStation, a DualShock 2, and probably a DualShock 1 or a PlayStation 1 controller as well. So I'm actually playing this with a PlayStation 2 controller just for kind of ease of use, because during the stream I don't really want to keep pulling out the USB controller every time I'm changing a core. At least it's not every time you're changing a game, it's every time you're changing the core. Now, I want to show you a little picture of my setup. Please don't laugh out, I'm very restricted for space, but here's a picture of my desk and where it is. So as you can see there, so you've got the Tang 138 console, the P mod plugged into the right hand side with a PlayStation 1 controller, right on the left hand side you have got the OTG adapter with a power pass-through. The micro SD card with the ROMs is inserted into that OTG adapter. I've put a battery there that's not a AAA, that's an AA. 2 A's, AA, and I wanted to put that there for scale so you can really comprehend exactly how small this thing is. Now, this is getting more developer support. I am seeing people getting more and more into this, so hopefully in time it will get more and more cores. Currently there's 5 cores that are included on this, and that's what we're going to go for. I wanted to start with the Super Nintendo and Super Mario World because that's just really nice eye candy when we run it. Right, let me take that picture off here, okay? And you know, if you want to have a look, I did an unboxing video earlier. Let me just kind of go to it where we have a look at the console. So this is a video I put out earlier, and it really is, it's a tiny little console. I don't know if you could open that. I didn't want to break it, but you've got 2 USB ports. Now, if you're looking at it the right way up, the USB port that takes power is the port that's on the right hand side. Well, you saw it in like the previous picture anyway. So again, really interesting. I'm excited about this toy because as much as I love my MiSTer, and I always say MiSTer is king, it's nice to check out alternatives. I'm a big fan of the Analog Pocket, and what we've got here is we've got the Tang. This is a new toy for me to play with, and there's some decent cores. So we'll give Super Mario World a quick go. If anyone knows this game well, if you spot anything that may be out of the ordinary, then definitely let us know in the comments. Remember, this is a work in progress. The main developer that's ported cores over to this is a person called Nanta Mario, SIP, that a company that are behind this. So Naturally, this isn't going to be where MiSTer is. MiSTer's been around for a number of years. This is something that's been around probably a year or less, and it's matured into a console now. So before I begin, let's just see who's in chat. So Robert Crease, how are you doing? Wicked. Retro Gaming Bureau, how are you doing, buddy, man? Oh, Wicked from France. Nice, nice. I think I remember your name from streams before. Retro Gaming Bureau. That sounds so official. It just sounds like such a great name for like a channel. So absolutely awesome. Andy M, how you doing? KSAMJ, what's the difference between the 2-chip model variants? So one, I know they've got 60k one and they've got 138k. So the difference is logic elements. So I know the stuff works on, but all the cores work on both of them at the moment, but it might be a time where you want to run something that's a little bit more powerful, a little bit more out there. And yeah, so in that case, you might want to go with 138k one. Yo, my bro, Phoenix in the house. How you doing, man? Phoenix, trivial fact, Anime Otaku kind of helped me set this up. So big shout out to Anime Otaku, man. Absolutely awesome guy. Me and him were going through this together, going through the README, going through all the stuff. I'll bring it up on screen now before we kind of begin. So where is it? It's this one here. So here we go. We've got the Tang Retro Console. They've got like a wiki up where it's got all the stuff that you need on there. So we were kind of going through that. Anime Otaku was helping me. He was actually supposed to be present in this stream so we could talk. Then we've got GitHub pages with the different Tang cores and one for the firmware that we can set up. So again, interesting stuff. So let's try some stuff out. Now I'm happy to try out any games that you guys want to see on this Tang console. Yep, that's what I meant. Okay, cool. Right. So let's go Super Mario World. And guys, this is a favorite. I'm gonna suck at this now because I'm an old man. But man, I 96 this game, man. Like I got all 96 stars. The writing of the worlds turned into small. Got a crown next to it. I mean, this was a favorite of mine for a long time. And I mean, as far as I can tell, it's playing well. It felt snappy when I gave it a quick go earlier. So anyone that knows Mario, you want to go left first, right? Because hey, you want to get the yellow, what was it? The yellow blocks, right? Which makes the game a lot easier. So you want to go left first. Again, feels very snappy, I have to say. This has such a great soundtrack, and everything's feeling on par. Now remember, I did say it's 720. It can't output to 1080p. I wonder if that can get changed later. I'm not exactly sure, but good enough. Like good enough for rock and roll. If something's cheaper, especially like some of the smaller ones, like for example, if you just wanted a SNES core, then maybe you can just think, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna get myself a Tang and run SNES on there because you're not interested in some of the other stuff like a lot of the arcade cores, for example. Like I'm a big fan of the arcade cores, for example. Why I can't get the bullet, but it can get the dinosaur. All right, what we got here? Yoshi's, okay, Yoshi's Island's a good one to try, right? Because Yoshi's Island is a game that when it comes to emulation, the emulator needs to be good. It was one of the difficult ones to run, right? Okay, let's, I don't think we can save and quit just yet, can we? I want to save it. No, I can't. Yeah, okay, so right, let's go. So, right, guys, to get into the menu, it's a weird one. There's a button on top that kind of resets it, but then you don't get the cores. But if you hold the select button down and press right, it takes you back out to the menu. And if you can hear, the core's still running. So what we'll do is we'll go and Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. And here you go. You can see it loading there. It doesn't load as quick as the MiSTer. So I think the MiSTer's got an ARM side. This doesn't have an ARM side. It's just an FPGA. Don't quote me, guys, because, you know, I am not that technical guy. So it doesn't have like an ARM side that can run like a particular OS. So everything just kind of runs direct from what I understand. Now, let's see if this actually boots up. So this will be interesting because I remember Nanta Mario saying when he was doing the SNES core that some stuff or certain hardware wasn't quite compatible with his core yet, and this might be the case here. Let's give it a little while. Let's see if something does load up. I get the feeling it's not gonna load up. So that's an interesting one, Phoenix. So does Yoshi's Island have any particular hardware that isn't common in the other carts? Because that isn't working here. So let's go back to let's go to Super Mario RPG. Okay, what am I loading? Okay, I'm loading Super Mario Kart. Okay, so Super Mario Kart loads. Super Mario World 2 did not load. Okay, did you just see, can you see the little flicker we're getting there? Okay, so I'm sure that's not present in the MiSTer or the Analog Pocket Core, but like I said, guys, this is a lot of the stuff on here is a work in progress, and Nanta Mario works really hard. So Nanta Mario, if you are watching this stream, dude, you can see on the left hand side when the characters go there, you can see a little flicker. See, you can see there when they're going off there. I'm kind of curious now because I feel like we should give this a whirl. And you know what, one thing I want to check as well is the options, because the controls are done, like for example, the controls are done like the way you would expect them to be done. I'm using a PlayStation controller and the controls are exactly as it should be. The SNES buttons are where they should be. However, when I play Mega Drive now, am I going to be able to configure the controls? And obviously this is the stuff on an early project where we may not have the quality of life stuff that we kind of have on the MiSTer. I mean, playability wise, it's kind of looking all right. Oh, what a bad aim. I nearly got myself there. And nearly got myself there again. Ooh. I mean, what's it looking like to you? To me, the gameplay looks alright, but I did spot that. Ooh, that was a good dodge. Is that line supposed to be there? The line that's on the left that I saw? I'm not exactly sure. There you go, look, those lines here, are they supposed to be there? Or is that something that we're experiencing here? There you go. I'm pretty sure those lines aren't supposed to be there. Oh, look at that, I dodged it around again. Oh, lap 4, okay. For some reason I'm thinking it's 3 laps. Oh, look at that. Dodged that a few times, man. Oh, look at that. You know, you have the banana. Final lap. Okay. I am pretty darn sure that those lines aren't there, man. Someone... Oh, I finally got done by the banana. On the final lap, no less. Okay, cool. You mean SMD, right? Oh, yo, Alan's in the house. How you doing there? Our good news. Rolling Thunder is coming out at 8 p.m. And I've got a video coming out on Rolling Thunder at 8 p.m. as well. Guys, if you're enjoying this video, hit that like button because it does help this video get out there. And let's get the Tang message out there because, hey, maybe the more people that hear about this, the more people that are interested in this, and hopefully it can start getting more calls over and more developers can get interested or can enjoy this. The support. You know, I haven't put any MSU ones on there. And I'm not. I don't think I've got any fast ROMs on there. I just put like a little vanilla selection. But that's a good question. Maybe that's something we can look at another time. I've just ran with normal ones on there. So, gonna press select and write, and we're here. So what we'll do again, I kind of want to try Super Mario World 2 again, and I'm getting the feeling it's not gonna work. I just get the feeling it's not gonna work, but let's try it again because sometimes this does happen. It happens where we run something and when we run it again, it works. But I kind of get the feeling that this has some special hardware in there. Okay. I just noticed something in chat. I think this has some special hardware in there that isn't compatible with this core yet. And hopefully this is something Nanta Mario will address in the future. Oh, TMS. Says messed up rear camera. Oh, you know what? I wasn't paying attention while I was playing, man. Hardware benefits. At this moment in time, TMS, the only benefits that I can see is 28,000 extra logic gates. You know, it's like, okay, so if we talk Steam Deck, let's go back out. Let's go into another core, guys. So look, just like an EverDrive menu, this reminds me of the EverDrive menu, right? It's fairly snappy. You can skip a whole page. Look, it's fast. I think the EverDrive menu is a bit faster though. So let's keep going back out. Right, so let's go NES. We'll go Nintendo stuff first. So these are the games you get with it. Let me run you with one of the games on here. You're gonna laugh, right? So we've got games on there, and I guess these are public domain open source games that are available. So this is what I'm gonna say here, guys. Like, for example, like I had the Steam Deck. I still have the Steam Deck, and then I got so these are the kind of games you've got here. Oh, okay, am I a smiley thing? And there you go. So they're like public domain-y kind of games here. So like I've got a Steam Deck, and I had like a GPD Win 4. I had the ROG Ally. I had the GPD Win Max. I've had like lots of devices in between that are more powerful, and they can perform when it comes to playing you know, top PC games. They perform better. But there's something about the Steam Deck, it just has the source. So even if something more powerful, and in regard to logic elements, this is more powerful. But until we get something, you know, with that software as well, MiSTer just has that secret sauce, doesn't it? It just has it. Right, let me actually run in and let's run a proper NES game, and let's run one of my favorites, and which is, let's see how long it takes to go down to S. Wow, so 36 pages. I wasn't sure if it recognizes subfolders, but it does recognize subfolders. So that's cool. Can anyone guess what I'm going to go down to? Yes, and I am lame for doing it because this was a reskin for the West, and it's down here. I love this game, man. I love this game. Super Mario Brothers 3 is not something that I loaded a lot. Guys, is it me, or are we not getting sound? Okay. I've got sound on no, I haven't got sound. Okay, I thought maybe it was just that game, but no sound here in the NES core. That's kind of interesting. I mean, the SNES has got sound. Why doesn't the NES have sound? That's interesting. I mean, I've just gone with the cores that come in here. That came on the micro SD card, which I imagine will be recent-ish ones anyway. So no sound here. I can see like the sound bar is going up, but I can't. Oh, really, Taco? Why haven't I? Okay, I haven't got sound in my headphones, you know. Okay, that's really weird. Okay, cool. Well, at least you guys have got sound. I'm just gonna plug out my headphones a sec. Nah, that's really weird. Okay, that's weird, right? You can hear sound. Okay, it's just really, no, it shouldn't be that down. Okay, that's weird. Let me let's get out of here again. Okay, I've just run another game quick by accident. No, I've got no sound on the NES, at least not through my headphones, but I can see. Okay, maybe there's nothing here. It feels like something is stuck there. So again, I hope there's a lot of quality of life improvements, because look now look, I'm at the very bottom of 36 pages now, right? And now, in order to go back to the top, to go to the three dots to go back a menu, I can't just move it down. I need to go up 36 pages. So I need to hold it left. So that's going to take a few seconds to get through. So again, MiSTer FPGA has a lot in this in terms of quality of life, and to be honest, so does Analog Pocket. Even though Analog doesn't have, you know, exactly what the MiSTer has, it does have a lot in terms of menus. So in order to go back, like let's say I want to play another core, because I do want to test out another core, Game Boy Advance. So Game Boy Advance will be a good testament, because I think this is the most powerful system on here. So okay, let's have a look. Have I got ROMs? Okay, so hopefully it will run. And okay, so let's go, whoops. Let's go with A to C, and let's just go with a Castlevania game. So let's go with Area of Sorrow, and hopefully I have got a BIOS file on there. Like I said, I've gone into this fairly blind now. I think it's going to work. Okay, yep, it's loading. And as you can see, look, so the 2 megabyte ROM for the SNES Yoshi's Island took a bit of time to load, and this one's 8 megabytes. So there is a little bit of a loading time. The MiSTer definitely loads a lot quicker. I remember the N64 games taking quite a bit of time to load, and then I remember Robert Paper. No, it was someone else. So with the N64 core, it was a very community-driven project. Robert Pape, the main developer behind it, but a lot of people within the community helped as well. And there was someone, was it Mark Kun or was it someone else? They got it loading up really, really fast. Obviously, they contributed. A lot of people contributed to that. I remember Vampire, he done a really good database of everything that worked, kind of maintained all the information out there. Okay, we've got sound again. So that's kind of good. We will go back to the NES call. Yo, J Deluxe in the house. How you doing, man? Long time, my bro. How are you? Okay. Okay, so real apologies here. We're not going to have a great aspect ratio for the Game Boy Advance, but this isn't the Tang's fault. This is me. In fact, I can probably change it on the fly. Let me do that. So let me do some stuff here so we can get all of it here. So okay, I've got that here. Now what I want to do here is I'm just going to adjust it real time, guys, because that's how we do stuff here on the channel sometimes, right? That's definitely better than what I kind of had. And then what I'll do is we'll go back to the 4:3 aspect ratio. We can maybe leave it like that for a bit. Okay, so Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy Advance is running, guys. So let's run a game. Sound is sounding good to me as well in my headphones. Wicked. Yo, Scalinio the First, how are you doing, man? Afflicted, approve, run. Okay, so Afflicted is saying until it proves. Yeah, you know what? That's all good. It depends what you want from it, how much the price is, and what it means to you, what you want on it. I know there's a lot of developers that are kind of interested in playing with this. Oh, okay, subscribe. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Interesting. I just found out that you can't fit subscribe in Area of Sorrow. I mean, usually I just put in my name, which is Z or PCN. Yeah, so that's that. Okay, so is this no TMS? It's not a team. It's not a Temu FPGA. This is made by Saipede. It's a Tang. It's a Tang range of FPGA. They've made quite a few. There's definitely a lot of interest and a lot of hype concerning it. Let me press start here. So again, really, really cool. So these are ports. These are ports of the MiSTer cores. Every core here that we've got, as far as I know, is a port of the MiSTer core, including this being a port of the MiSTer FPGA. Yeah, the MiSTer FPGA Game Boy Advance core by Robert Pape, I imagine. So good stuff here. Really good soundtrack. Castlevania games have brilliant soundtracks. It's something they're known for. Like, very few bad soundtracks in Castlevania games. Ah, wicked. Taco is already subscribed. Nice one. I knew you wouldn't let me down, my bro. Would be nice to see the board in a hand. Yeah, you know what? That really would be good. It's so tiny. It really, really is tiny. To get 138K in there. And, you know, I just want to see more MiSTer FPGA cores getting ported over to this. You know, we've got Game Boy, but like someone said there, like N64, Saturn, it would be nice to get those cores ported over. You know, obviously there's a lot of effort involved. I'm someone that can sit here and go, yeah, man, let's do this, let's do that. But it's the developers that put in the work, the original developers of the core, the guys that port them over, and there's some people that develop original cores and port cores. So it'd definitely be nice to get more and more stuff for this. Oh look, is it me? I can see like a line going down when I walk there. Let me see if I can kind of repeat that. Here you go. Look, see if you can. Yeah, you see that, guys? Let me go back there again. I don't know if that's a V-Sync issue or something. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing a line? Every time I go back, there's like a horizontal line going down. It kind of looks like when your V-Sync is out. Is it okay now? No, here we go. Yes, so when I walk backwards now. Oh, okay. I think this one, I do it fast. Not quite sure. Okay, so there's a line there. But again, guys, you know, I'm not putting this thing down. I like innovation. I like other things. Sounds off. Let me just stand here. I'm going to put the sound up and go quiet for a bit. The sound's off. Okay, so what I'm saying with the sound, if you know this game well, it sounds like it's got the sound and it's got like a, I don't know, like, you know, one of those gypsies on one of their instruments playing along with it, like, you know, doo, 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 doo. Look, I'm gonna blast it up again. Hey guys, we have the one and only FPGA Zoom Spaz in the house. Robert Pape, the original developer of this core, and he's saying it's support of an old GBA core with massive changes because the FPGA cannot reach the same speed. Great work by Nanta Mario to get it working. Absolutely superb, man. Robert, amazing to have you here, man. I mean, I'm really interested in this FPGA, and I want to see more stuff getting ported over to it, but I can definitely hear like an extra little bit in the sound. I don't know, guys, can you hear the sound's a bit out of tune? Yeah, there's something. Those gypsies and their speed tank. There's something in there, but yeah, I'm wondering whether I'm hearing the same thing. I imagine we are. Look, I'm gonna put it up again because just hear the extra kind of sound in there. It's almost like someone's playing like an extra chip tune in there. Let me put it back up, JD. Okay, let's go through and play this a bit, but you can hear the gypsies. I like that. I'm kind of digging the soundtrack. I like it, man. It's like a remix. Okay, need to get that backslide. Let's give it a little save in case I come back. Huh? Oh, that's really weird. Okay. I can't seem to save on this. Am I just being... Okay, maybe save isn't supported yet. I'm not quite sure. Again, guys, you know, this is something that's actively being worked on. So don't take this as a major criticism of this. Like, I like getting into it blind as well. So I'm discovering stuff same time as you. But I couldn't save there. Okay, after the boss fight, we'll try another core. Or if there's another game that you guys want to see, let me know. I'll tell you what though, it's very, very snappy because when I played this game on software emulation, when I'm doing like quick attacks like that, I can feel the latency. I can't feel it on this, so that's really good. Right, okay. Wicked. Really, really good. Right, guys, anyone, shall we run another game? Another GBA game, right? So, okay, so this is interesting because, Robert, I think on your rework of the Game Boy Advance core, these NES classics weren't working. And I think recently when I went onto the Discord, you got them working. So let's see. Guys, I'm not expecting this to work, by the way. I'm not expecting this to work, but let's see if they do work. So I'm running a NES Classic that was released for the Game Boy. So this should be the original Metroid. As to whether it works or not, I'm not exactly sure. Let's see. The proof's gonna kind of be in the pudding over here. Oh, it does work. Okay, interesting. So that's really cool. Wicked. This is where it all began, man. Wicked. low taco god instead of low tier god. That's quite funny. Right, are we able to start this game though? I'm trying. Okay, here we go. It's been a while since I played the NES. Like my friend was crazy about this game, man. 21. Oh, the NES Classics number 21 have issues. The others are fine. Oh, okay. Which one's number 21, Robert? Is that oh, okay. Right, I can't. Right, the controls are a bit funny in this. I can't move left or right. Okay, yeah, I can't move on this one. But we can try number 21. If are they numbered on here? I'm gonna have to count. Okay. Can I see the rest of the title? Okay, it doesn't show me the rest of the title. Okay, so that's interesting, right? The controls aren't quite working there. All right, interesting. Okay, so what we can do, let's run another core. So we ran Game Boy Advance on look. Let's see. Okay, so we've done Game Boy Advance. Should we do Mega Drive? Let's try Mega Drive Genesis. So this one's based on, I think, Eric Lewis's Genesis core and not the more accurate one that was brought over by Sorge, based on Nuki KT's reverse engineering work. So we won't run an open source game. So let's go straight in with a heavyweight. Anyway, any guesses for what I'm going to go for straight for the Mega Drive? Yeah, you can see it on here. And arguably this might just be the best brawler ever created. Now, I haven't tried the Sega Mega Drive core at all. I have not tried it. This is the first time I'm trying the MD Tang. I only tried the NES and the Super Nintendo in my setup. I'm very impatient. If the controls don't work, the copy protection check has it. Okay, thanks for that FPGA zoom spaz. Okay, so let's check this out. And do you know what's kind of interesting as well? I kind of want to see after if I'm not sure if we can configure controls, or I'm not sure if there's like a graphical user interface for changing controls easy. Controls might be a little bit difficult, guys. I might leave it like this if that's all right, because if we go back to Game Boy Advance, I don't have to like reshuffle it, or I can just, you know, make it pop properly there. But at least this way, if we go back to GBA, there's no messing around. So, still waiting for power support for Nuki KT's SMS core. Yeah, awesome. So, right. And for anyone that came in late, just to give you an idea of how small this thing is, look, there you go. It's tiny, man. There's a AA battery there, not AAA. Just for reference, for size comparison, and that's how I've got it set up. So there is a micro SD card slot on this device. I'm not using that. I'm using an on-the-go adapter with that power pass-through part. Power's going in from that, and all the ROMs are on the micro SD card, which is on the left-hand side. And then I've got a PMOD attachment there that's letting me play with a PlayStation 2 controller. The controllers with USB, there's a known issue at the moment. Whenever you change cores, the controller stops working. So what you have to do then is you have to pull out the USB and push it back in. But guys, this thing really is tiny. I mean, if you want something to take in I mean, the MiSTer's not very big. I can take it in a bag, but if you want something to take in your pocket, but like someone said in chat, I really do think this will make an amazing handheld. If this was to put in a handheld, it's so darn small, and you know, I'm just giving it a little touch, and I can't really feel. It's not like the plastic case or anything isn't really feeling hot. So. Wow, okay. And just a reminder, guys, if anyone wants Rolling Thunder, it's releasing in just under an hour and a half at 8 p.m. GMT or 9 o'clock Central European time. And that's a Hotego beta. I've got a video coming out at the same time. So let's check this out. Yeah, what banging soundtrack. Looking forward to Yuzo Koshiro's Earthian as well. So let's see. Okay. Right, excellent. So the buttons are exactly right. If anyone here plays RetroArch, So if anyone here plays RetroArch, right? It's exactly as the buttons are. So on this, a square will be your special, and cross will be your attack, and circle will be jump. So you know that's the default kind of RetroArch setting. So we'll have a look to see if we can change controls in a bit, but at least they're set the way that I know and like them. I mean, with the Super Nintendo, that's a no-brainer. You're going to copy the mapping over as it is. So guys, again, this is feeling, it's feeling snappy. It's feeling snappy. What I will do at some point is I'm going to put a larger micro SD card in here. I'm going to get like ROM hacks on here. I'm just going to get everything on here. We'll even get some MSU1 games on there. I don't expect them to work. Yoshi's Island didn't work, but we'll get everything ready. And as this gets updated, I'll do more live streams, and I'll do some videos on this as well. You know, big shout out to Saipede for actually sending this out to me. I feel like the person that I speak to from Saipede, I feel like they're really, really cool. They want to listen to community, and they kind of want to act on it. So, and I really do hope more developers get into this, and I hope we see some innovation on this. I mean, at the moment it's only ports, of course, but it will be nice to see, you know, some original cores on here. Okay, I tried doing a back punch there, but never mind. Right, okay, let's run something else. Oh, okay, I imagine it will. I'm not sure exactly how many SD cards it takes, but that's a good shout. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Oh, okay. What's a game that really pushes the Mega Drive, guys? So again, hopefully there's some quality of life improvements in here, so you don't have to flick through all the pages, and you know, you can go to up and bottom by going like up here, you can get to the bottom, etc, etc. So let's go US, and let's go Gunstar Heroes. Okay, what's that? 1 megabyte, amazing. I mean, these games they may have been considered big back in the day, but damn, man. Oh, okay. Is that running? Oh, it is running. Okay, did you hear that little teeth sound? I thought that was telling us, you know what, we have crashed, but we haven't crashed. Yo, virtual racing. Okay, I wonder if I've got that in here. Yeah, that's a good one to run next, isn't it? Great shout. Great shout. Okay, well, it's nice to see Gunstar Heroes running. If you look on the top left, I can see a little bit of flickering there. I don't remember that being present when I originally played the game, and likely, here we go, Gunstar Heroes, baby. We are already on that, unless that chat stuff came up late. But I feel like virtual racing will be one to try, and honestly, I expect it not to work because this is a system in its infancy, especially when compared to like something like the MiSTer. Okay, Mega Turrican, you guys might have to remind me of all of these, but yeah, let's press that button. You know, I always say like probably Capcom and Konami for Castlevania are like my favorite gaming companies, but I never really think of Treasure. You know, most things Treasure 2 are great. I think Happy Coding, someone, I wonder if they're here. They're not here. They're usually here at streams. They kind of mentioned a bad game. Okay, I do like this game, man. And again, feels very snappy, which I'm very happy about, because that's one of the things. I know some people are like, okay, we want super accuracy, and yeah, we want that accuracy, but sometimes the differences are so subtle, I may not be able to tell the difference. The main thing that got me into FPGA gaming was the lack of input lag, and I always say it because, you know, being like an arcade Street Fighter player, whenever I played it on emulation, I felt like there was a lot of input lag on software emulators, and that's what drew me to FPGA gaming. And then I just went down that rabbit hole, right, you know, of doing it. And this definitely has that snappiness going for it. The snappiness is there. Good soundtrack as well for this, man. Oh, okay. You see that disappearing there? Hold on. Can it? There you go. Look. Can you see me kind of disappearing behind the background there? Let me go walk left and right here. Okay, it happened there. It's gone now. There you go. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if that's present in hardware. I don't know this well enough. I definitely played it, but I didn't really play this on a Mega Drive. I played this more on more emulation than I did on original hardware. But it seems like when there's a few characters on screen, a little bit of it disappears. So let's go and do virtual racing. Let's see. Hopefully, I've got that in here. Also, in the menu, one button doesn't take you back. It's okay. Virtual racing. Okay, the moment of truth, guys. So, like A and B, if we're talking Nintendo buttons or PlayStation cross and circle, both the buttons take me forward in the menu. So to go back, you actually need to go to the three dots and press those three dots in order to go back. Again, okay, like I said, I'm not expecting this to work at all, but you know, we want to try it. We want to see what we can get out of this currently. So, you know, as far as purchasing a Tang 138K, have a look at the prices. The 60K is a lot cheaper than 138K, but it's if you've got the cores that you want, and you know, are you going to get more cores in the future for this? So it'd be interesting to see what we get. Okay, I'm going to write that one off saying it's not working. Oh, we've got O.M.A.Hei-Long is saying Alien Soldier. And I have to listen to him because he's a channel member. So let's go Alien Soldier. We'll do another treasure game. And then after that, maybe we will run to a different core. Which one have we tested yet? The Master System, which is a recent one. Alien Soldier is really good, by the way. There's some good ROM hacks of Alien Soldier out, which gives you dashing, so you can press buttons. So you can use like 6-button controls on there, and it gives you an independent button for dashing left, dashing right, which I think like will add like quite a lot to the game. I think I've got the ROM hack. I don't think I've actually sat down and tried it out yet. I was very interested in it when it came out. Also, guys, Video Game Esoterica's got one of these coming, and he's going to be doing a video on it over the weekend. Okay. Okay, let's go in here. Oh, I remember the nasty looking things in this, man. Now I can't remember if the energy bar is supposed to be flashing, guys. Someone tell me if they are or not. Look at that. That just looks horrible, man. Okay, energy bar stopped flashing up there. Oh no. Okay. Do you know what? I think at some point it might be, you know, once we get an update for a cause or something, it might be interesting to do like a side by side by MiSTer, you know, just to exactly see where we are at, right? Okay. Okay, right. There's that one there. Video Game Esoterica. Yeah, he's getting one. So what really happens is when we get review stuff and we're getting the same stuff, I'm usually fortunate because I end up getting it quicker than him by a day. So I'm like, yeah, I need to get this out before him. You know, great friends and, you know, yeah, good friends. But, you know, sometimes we're like, oh, I'm going to get this out before him and vice versa. Makes it entertaining. Right, okay, so let's go and run a final coin and we'll cycle between the cores. So what have we done? So we've done NES, Game Boy, Mega Drive. The only one we have, oh, actually, should we have a look at options? What's in options? Okay, I can't really go into options at the moment. If we get into cores, right, it's got cores for the 60K console. So I wonder if they're slightly different. And it's obviously got cores for the 138K console. So what I'm going to go from here is actually that's interesting. I just went to the cores that are there and I imagine that's the one there, but I want to try something before we check the Master System one. I'm going to load the SNES Tang core now, and I'm going to go back to Super Mario World 2. So let's see if we can get Super Mario 2. Okay, that's kind of brought me back here. Why has that brought me back here? I just want to go over to the games. So that's maybe not going to work. I want to see if I can go into options now. No, so I've got options there, but I can't seem to go in there. Okay, that's kind of interesting. So let's just quickly go into SNES and let's go into, look how many games have the word super in there, man. Like, I bet you we're going to have a whole page. We've got 4 down here, another page, and another page. Wow. So that's why, like, whenever you're looking for a game with the word S in there, there's a whole bunch of games with the word S in there. So Super Mario World 2. I don't expect it to run, but let's give it a run and see what happens. Down jump. Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, man. Too late for that. Was just messing around with that. Right. It'd be amazing if it does work somehow. And I mean, I imagine we're on the cores that'll be compatible for this, but it has a section in there where you go through the 60K cores and the 138 cores as well. So let's go back out. I do like it doesn't like crash out. I can get into the menus after, so that's good. You know, I haven't had to do like a hard reboot yet or anything, so that's kind of cool. So there is obviously stability there in that kind of sense. So let's go Sega Master System, and you know, ooh, okay, oh, no, yeah, sorry, these are the games that come with it. Where's the folder that I've got? I did put a folder on here. Please tell me I did. Yes, I did. I'd been gutted if I didn't. Let's go. I used to be really good at this game. I like this. This came built into my Master System when I had it. But yeah, I find it tough to play now. I played like the modern version of it. So when you kind of first launch something, it takes a little bit of time. What's interesting here, it shows up in my OBS first before it goes from my capture card and shows on my TV. But to be honest, that always happens with me. There we go. Yes. Oh, Adventure Tackle, go and see you later, my bro. Take care, man. Nice one. Okay. I didn't play the right one, did I? Did I put Shinobi? Ah, cool. We're on with Shinobi. This one's easier than the other one. Listen to the soundtrack. Hey, nice. Whoops. Oh, can I do the Shinobi jump now? Oh, I can do this crawl though. That's cool. Good soundtrack. Okay, I can double jump though. Oh, I thought I could. Huh? Okay. Are there any suggestions for Master System games? As you can see, I'm completely sucking at this. You could go on lampposts, couldn't you? How'd you go on lampposts? You could spin around on these from what I remember. Oh, here we go. Okay, interesting. Right, let's I wanted to do Alex. So see, as I'm going into the menus here, so when you press left and right to go out, all of a sudden it kind of like flicks the page as well. So hopefully there'll be some other, I hope to see some more quality of life updates as far as the OS kind of goes, you know. Right, the buttons are the wrong way around in this. I don't think we can change the buttons easily. You see, when we tried to go into options, we couldn't. Is that where that little dude comes out from? No. Okay, you know what? That's enough for that. What else? So Master System had some really good games on there. Oh, okay, Aleste. Right, let's go Aleste. Have I got it? Okay, the Aleste. Is it called Power Strike as well? Then is that the same name? Is that why you gave me both? Smart. Oh no. Okay, yeah, I need to go here. So. Okay, Power Strike. There we go. Let's run with this. New game start. Okay, nice. We got ourselves a little shmup here, man. I want to get the power. I want to get that one. Oh, that one's gone. Oh, look at that. Got like a bonfire as well. Good stuff. Oh, is that just score stuff? That? Wow, this is really cool, man. I mean, for the era this came out in, wow, like a good little shmup here, guys. Okay, that was good. That was good. Yeah, it does, TMS. It does have reverse buttons. That was a little bit annoying. And this is where it would be nice to be able to change the controls. Now, there may be a way of going onto the files on here and just changing stuff on the files. I don't know how to do that. I don't know if we can actually do that. So, Golden Axe, obviously I used to like this on a Mega Drive. I don't know what this is like on here, but let's check it out. Oh no, this isn't. Oh, it is. Oh no, okay, so 2 buttons is magic. It's not your special move. So how's that special move? I mean, do you know what? This is good looking graphics for the Master System. Okay, yeah, I think I've had enough. I don't want it to live in my head like this. This was one of the best games on the Master System. Absolutely love this game. You know, this game taught me to be wary of rocks and stones, because just in case a ninja came out and battered me. And this is what I like Pokey and Rocky on the SNES, but even like the Reshine version. Like, see over here, look, you can fire in any direction and the other button just lets you fire up, right? It's always important to have like a locking button on these type of games, right? Sucking at this, but I like this. This was on the cards. This was the card rather than a cartridge that went into your Sega Master System, and it really is really did like this game. This is based on like another arcade game by Sega. I forget what it is. Yeah, you damn suspicious stone. Okay, that stone is legit, you know. Look at him charging at me, man. I'm just gonna shoot you with my ninja style. Yes, I got the power up now. Big stone, okay. Small stone, not so much. So you can only fire, is it 3 that you can have on screen at once? That's interesting. Oh, look at that. He went to transform and he went to transform back. Ooh, there was the boss. Nice one. Is that the power up? No. At least your ninja stars got all the way across the screen. I hate it when they go like half or like a quarter of the screen. What did I get hit by? Oh, did I beat him? I beat him. Wow, okay. Cool, interesting. Yeah, guys, play this game out, and this is one of the games. This is why I like Ninja Commando and the Neo Geo. A lot of these kind of like shmuppy kind of games, but we're a character. They just feel really good. One of my favorite genres, in fact. Someone's got Action 52. Action 52, is that a Master System game? Because JD, we will have a look for that right now. Can't see it there, my buddy. Action 52. Is that going to be in a different region? I wonder. Action Fighter? No. No? Okay, sorry buddy, haven't got that. There's a bunch of freeware games that come on this, so let's have a look. Do you know what was really good? What I really respect Sega for this, right? When it came to where is it? Hold on. Where's Streets of Rage? I thought there was a Master System version. I'm thinking a Game Gear one. Oh, oops. Oh, okay, interesting. Let's go Rastan. I remember Rastan being good on here, am I? Ah, here we go, Rastan. great arcade game. I remember it being decent on the Sega Master System. Look at that. Right, let me take a little sip of my drink. Look at that, it's like Diet Rastan. At least the buttons aren't reversed for this. I like the soundtrack as well here. Ah! Guys, this, you know what, for the Master System, this was a good version. If this was your jam in the arcade, you got a good version in the arcade. We got a I want to get the, oh no, okay, it's different here. The layout's slightly different. I wanted to get the fire sword. Ah, I've got the fire sword. Yeah. Is that health? Yes, we got health. Guys, let me know in chat what you want to see next, right? I'm happy to try any core, any game. Just name it in there. Try and do it in block capitals. So, you know, put the name of the game and put the name of the core after, just in case I'm unfamiliar with what system you're talking about. And you know what's really good? A lot of the Master System games were, the Game Gear games were completely different to, yeah, so the Game Gear games were different to the Master System games. Rather than just being like a lazy port or something, they were games in and of themselves. Okay. And a good take on the soundtrack as well. And that's not quite arcade. Oof. I've got to give a shout out to Abattoir as well, man. The modern game that kind of recreates that Rastan kind of vibe experience. Oh, we've got a giveaway. If you want to enter that last week's weekly news show, just name us what your best side scroller is and we'll do it. Okay, so Cheetah Men on NES. Yeah, we can certainly do that. Let's go back out. So let's go NES. Cheetahman. I don't know what I'm getting into here, JD. Cheetahman. Was it Cheetahman 2? Cheetahman 2 NES. Okay. Is this going to be an advert for those Cheeto crisps? I think I have marked this video as sponsored because I did receive this Tang Nano for free. But no, I got no, like there's no conditions attached with this. It's just run it with what you get, and that's why I read the wiki. I went on there. Anime Otaku was doing it with me, and yeah, we done our thing, and we got it up and running. And a lot of this stuff I've got into blind, so okay, that looks pretty cool, man. Someone said Super Street Fighter. Oh, yeah, Retro Gaming Bureau says Super Street Fighter 2 Mega Drive. Now, what's interesting here now is that is actually a good shout, right? Because is it going to swap over to a 6-button controller, or is it going to give us 3 buttons? So that's definitely a good choice. So a good shout on that. Maybe we'll go to the Mega Drive course straight after this one. SMS Streets of Rage. Ah, okay. Thanks, Scalinio. So Streets of Rage on the Master System. What's really cool is the Master System version is really, really good. It's its own game compared to the Mega Drive version, and so's the Game Gear version. So, oh no! I know this game, right, guys? I used to do a series on my channel called No Good, Bad and Ugly, and this was one of the games that featured on there. Oh wow! Yeah, this is arguably one of the worst games ever made. So if you want to buy a NAND 138K to play one of the worst games out there, then yeah, you can. And JD Deluxe, sorry dude, I think with this you're banned from suggesting any games for the rest of the stream. You know, I'm not that harsh. I'll let you pick stuff next stream, but yeah, man, this was tragic, right? Right, let's go back to the Mega Drive core and try Street Fighter 2. Okay, the soundtrack ain't bad, JD. That the soundtrack's all right. Did he? Which Super Street? Oh, Super Street Fighter 2 Mega Drive. Okay, I don't remember Super Street Fighter being as good as a SNES, but the Mega Drive version's really good. The Mega Drive version of, sorry, Turbo, normal Turbo Hyper Fighting is good. Super Street Fighter 2. Okay. I think I heard my phone buzzing. Let me just have a quick look. Okay, what's this? Oh, okay, cool. I should be getting. I've ordered a new monitor, man. I'm going from 1080p to ultra wide, 2K, is it? QHD. So I'm kind of excited about that. So maybe after this stream, I can set that up, and when I do tomorrow's news video, I can edit it on that. K81 Psycho Fox is a banger. That's arguably one of the best games on the Master System. So that is superb. That is a good one. Happy Coding's here. Hey, I was just talking about you. We were saying we were talking about how great all the treasure games are, and I was like, Happy Coding mentioned a treasure game that wasn't that great. So that was interesting. Good to have you here, man. So yes, this is I can't remember how much this costs, to be honest. We can have a look at it. Okay, so Super Street Fighter hasn't worked. I mean, we've given it a bit of time, so maybe there's some hardware in here that hasn't been implemented yet. And so let's go Special Champion Edition, and hopefully that works. Yeah, so Happy Coding, this is the Tang series of FPGAs. This one here has 138,000 logic elements, 28,000 more than the MiSTer FPGA. It's freaking tiny, man. I'm going to show you a picture right here. So here's a picture of it on my desk, and that's an AA battery next to it. So you can see exactly how small it is. That's literally, I took that as I set up the stream, and the stream was running, and I started it. It doesn't get hot or anything. We've been running it for an hour now, so it does look good. But yeah, it's a tiny little thing. I'm using a PMod and running a, oh, here you go, 166 US. So at the moment though, Happy Coding, like, even though this is more powerful as far as logic elements go on the MiSTer than the MiSTer FPGA, obviously it doesn't have that secret sauce shit. It's not. It doesn't have all the cores for it. There's only 5 cores I've currently got. I think that the Amiga's been ported, the ST's been ported over to the Tang series of consoles. But hopefully it will get more developer interest. Just know, you know, if you're buying it, then just know what you're getting. Like what you're seeing here should be a good idea of what's currently here. There's one main developer working that's brought over a whole bunch of cores for this, and hopefully they'll be bringing more cores over. You know, it started with the NES, then it went to SNES, then it went to Mega Drive, Master System, Game Boy Advance, and for the whole part, the cores do run well. That's what we've seen in this video. It's a decent FPGA. I mean, if someone said to me, look, do I buy the MiSTer or do I buy this? I would have to say the MiSTer, because the MiSTer's been around for a long time. It's refined. It's got great community support. It's got stuff like the N64, the Sega Saturn on there. It's got a whole bunch of arcade cores. And in an hour from now, Hotego's releasing Rolling Thunder as a beta core for the MiSTer FPGA and Yellow Pocket. So, you know, I can't recommend this over the MiSTer. However, it depends on your needs. At some point, maybe something will come out that maybe an exclusive core will come out for this. Maybe someone will make a core. Maybe Cyped will fund someone to make a core to get this out on the market, to make it more desirable. Maybe different cores will get ported to it. So again, you know, right now, MiSTer is king, but it's good to have these options. It's good to have different options on the market. So yeah, we've got choices. So 166 is you can get a MiSTer Pi for that price, and honestly, that really would be the better value product. But the smaller ones like the 60K, you know, for example, if you only want to play, like there's some people out there that will be like, I only want an FPGA device for a Super Nintendo. If you get the 60K version and the Super Nintendo core is as good as the MiSTer core, then maybe that's an option for you. So it's different options for us. So what I kind of want to try here is I want to see if we've got like a 6-button controller already kind of mapped up in here. I get the feeling we're not gonna. I don't think we have. Yeah, Replay 2 is something I'm really looking forward to in the future, man. I mean, me and Mike speak from time to time. Okay, yeah, I've got the 3-button controller. Let me. So, whoops. I don't go back out. So this is interesting now because. Okay, yes, the left then. Okay. So do you remember how to change from punch to kicks? I want to do a dragon punch and fireballs. Now, I always thought it was a start button to change it. I'm trying to think of like the Mega Drive. So yeah, you know what? I noticed some graphical kind of breakdowns as well when I was with Ryu. I think when I've done, yeah, look, there's a crack in the shadow. Well spotted there. Why can't I do an air hurricane? Okay. I want to do a fireball. What was it to change buttons, man? Okay, this is no fun at the moment, man. Okay, so Tang 20K is very cheap, runs NES and SNES. So there you go. So the cheaper versions of this core is good and it runs stuff. So I think, you know, the MiSTer Pi really reduced the barrier for FPGA gaming. Oh, I can't do. I wish if there was a way to get a 6-button controller. So hopefully Nanta Mario in an update. I mean, it might already be up there. I don't know if anyone wants to have a look at the wiki. I've left links in the description. If you want to have a look at the wiki, if there's a way to swap the 6-button controller, then definitely let us know. No, Ken. Yeah, I noticed something there when he fell down. It looked a little bit off. Okay, so I got him, but honestly, it's difficult to play this without the punch buttons, man. Let's have a look. Psycho Fox, someone said. So we're gonna go back to the Master System core. Good soundtrack. Here we go. Psycho Fox. Right, here we go. True story. When SF2 came out, I was in the Caribbean and the only Street Fighter 2 machine was a 2-button jammer cab. For a year, I thought it was a 2-button game and finished it with all characters with 2 buttons. Well, you know what? Hats off to you, man. I mean, when we had lesser buttons. Well, I've got a friend that's from he's from another country, Bangladesh, and yeah, he said that he used to play all the fighters that they had was all the fighters that they had over there were 3 buttons. So when he played the SNK ones, he was missing 1 button. But when he played stuff like Super Turbo or any of the Street Fighter games, he was yeah, he only had 3 buttons. But the guy's really good at the games, man. Oh, this is, you know, I don't know this game this well. I was speaking to a friend and I said, I need the soundtrack for the weekly news video. Can you not duck and fire in this? Because I was pressing it. Kind of felt like he disappeared a little too quick there. Our buddy Psycho. Okay, so you can't crouch and attack. Okay, interesting. That's why I died there, right? I can see some like V-Sync issues there. Oh, I need to really, what the heck? Okay, I need to build up momentum before jumping. Interesting. Whoops. Let it come down. Be patient. Good soundtrack. Okay. You kind of need to have that in there. A buddy of mine lived in Pakistan. Street Fighter 2 Rainbow Edition dominated there. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Street Fighter 2 Rainbow Edition actually dominated in... whoops. It dominated over here as well when it came out. I remember people playing it and swapping characters and doing crazy stuff. Wow. Hey, come back, buddy. Do you kind of need to commit to your jumps before? So you can't take the plunge first, like it. So is this Sonic before Sonic then? Is this actually developed by Sega? Because you need to have that momentum. Let's just go down a bit. I never played this back in the day on the Master System, you know. All right, let's run another game. What else have we got here? Oh, Darius 2. Okay, I didn't really know much about Darius 2. Let's run Darius 2 then. Oh, I can't see Dario. Maybe it's in the Japanese folder. No, can't see it there. Good soundtrack, man. I'm enjoying the soundtrack for this game. We ran Ninja already. Is that the original Wonder Boy? Yeah, it is. I kind of liked really good soundtrack as well, man. You kind of want to hold the candle up here, right? Hammer time. Can't touch this. Oh, I forgot. Don't land on the doodah. Where's my skateboard? Can you see that line going across? Obviously, we've had that V-Sync kind of issue going in here. I've got my skateboard. Safety first. Wonder Boy needs a helmet. Jump over that pile of poo, the fire. Let's run through and... What's he waving his hand at the back, man? What is that going on? Yeah, I mean, the good thing about this, like any other FPGA console, it's very, very snappy. There we go, and that's my cue for getting out of this one. So another thing that I hope that they change, when you, for example now, when you move it left or right, it will go down, it will go to the next page. But for example, if I want to go to the top of the page and I move it left, it won't do it. Like, for example, here, if I'm here and I move it left, it won't take me to like the first thing on this. I definitely think there could be, this definitely needs a lot of quality of life improvements. So, Master System, I kind of wanted to have a look at, which I think is, let's run it. Wonder Boy in Monster Land. Guys, this game, this may have been the best game on the system. It was just so good. I mean, I've done most of the game with Hawkman. It made the game really, really easy. But obviously Hawkman couldn't do like the water stuff. I think Mouseman was really, really powerful. This is the one that got the remake as well, right? It got the remake, didn't it? Where you could press a button and swap between like the modern look and the old look. Guys, just to say, the hard cut-off time for this stream is going to be 8 o'clock, or probably a few minutes before, because I've got the Rolling Thunder video going live at 8 o'clock as well. Okay, yeah. I mean, I really used to like this game, man. I think this was a game everyone liked, Wonder Boy in Monster Land. Tiny little hitbox for his sword. Come on, really need to be right next to him. And I think that's something that Wonder Boy retained in all its games, right, from beginning to end. You know, your sword just, look at that. The hitbox the sword has was tiny. Like nothing extra on there, you know, that you get in most games. All right, let's not go into all of this. I can't remember. I used to just abuse this game with Hawkman. Right, let's see. Have we got any other suggestions for any other games? Wonder Boy. Well, it was, yeah, definitely forged in a Master System, and good arcade conversions as well of that. Right, let's see if there's a classic one we can see here. What was RoboCop 3? Actually, I don't know if I want to. Rainbow Islands, that's a favourite game of mine. I don't remember that on the Master System. There is a hidden shop above the first tree. Wow, Retro Gaming Bureau, man. You guys have got good memories, man. I remember playing it, I remember loving it, but I don't remember much of it. Hey, this is one of the best games ever, man. I'm liking the soundtrack already. It really is like a diet version, isn't it? Even like the rainbow's not as big, sprite's smaller, but hey, I feel like it has the charm though. Ooh. This sound here is okay, but then it goes. You know what? I remember a lot of exploits in Wonder Boy 3, to be honest. I got the shoes. It's made me faster. Oh. Okay, I thought we got my double rainbow there. Different, definitely different. Right, okay. Any other suggestions here, guys? Power Strike 2. Okay, I think did we run Power Strike? Power Strike 2. Let's see. Did someone mention that game? Was that the shmup that we played earlier? I can't fully remember. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, it is a shmup. Maybe you ran part 1. I'm just gonna go continue, and I really used to like this artwork. Look how cool that was, man. Like being a kid and seeing that, it was epic, man. It was epic. Wanted 50. Was that $50 or 50,000? Hopefully it's wow, that is fast. That's almost like Gunhead on the PC Engine fast. Yeah, I think we played part 1 of this game, man. I never knew. Yeah, I think we played Power Strike 1. I never knew the Sega Master System for its shmups, really. But heck, this is good. I mean, like, you know, when you take the Master System and its hardware limitations in consideration, wow. Oh, you know what I should have put on here, which I completely forgot. I should have put Final Frontier on here. You know, the new game that released. I did a video on there. I've got it on the MiSTer FPGA. Oh, look at that. I've got myself an option. What's that other button do? Look at that. Wow. Surely that's gonna. Oh, that was my special. That's run out. So this definitely needs some work. Like, it would be nice if it kind of went and got like the 6 buttons working on games like Street Fighter, you know. And if you had like a Mega Drive pad in here, or I don't know, it definitely needs a lot. And I do hope it gets support from various other developers. I know they've sent kits out to some developers, and hopefully they've got some, and they can bring their cause out for it. So again, interesting. But again, from because I don't come from a development background, I can't tell whether there'll be any advantages to using this, or what will be the significant disadvantages to using this. Honestly, I don't know. I can only go by what people with more in the know can tell me. That's a good game. Let's run a different call now. I feel like we should go back to Super Nintendo. Alright, oops, sorry. Let's go. SNES. And do you know what? We'll go Japanese A to Z. We might find some unique games here. So what's this? Super Fires. I've got, oh wow, okay. Let's see if Super Metroid runs. We've got a Japanese version running here. So I saw Segea on the Europe list. Oh, okay. That is the other name. Oh, okay, cool. That was on a Master System, right? Happy coding. Okay, so it definitely takes longer than the MiSTer to load. But yeah, so when I got this, the firmware is actually baked onto device on the device, because if I run it without an SD card, it kind of says, like, I think it says looking for, there's sound distortion there. Oh, okay, look at that. Super Metroid. I'm kind of curious now. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the USA version and see if that runs, just to see if there's a difference there. It probably won't be, it might be the same, but just because I know, sorry, it's Super Metroid, isn't it? What am I doing? So let's go. Super Metroid. But again, I'd really like to see a handheld with this. I know Saipede want to do a handheld, and earlier on we were kind of speaking, and they wanted to do one with like a really tiny screen. I'm talking like a 2-inch screen, and I was like, dude, don't do it, man. We're all old with you know, most of us wear glasses now. A lot of us wear glasses. You know, we're in our 40s, some in the 50s. Okay, so Super Metroid, we're having issues with on this, but again, you know, there are a lot of known issues with this. For curiosity, let's launch the game, and I'm pressing the start button here just to see if it gets us into the game. Does it run the game? Is the issue only here, or is the issue going to be persistent throughout? Let me put the crackling down so you guys don't have to hear it. I'll have to remember to turn it back up. Oh, how long we got? Okay, yeah, roughly about another half hour. So the 5 minutes, a good Japanese game. Cheers, dude. Yeah, Adventure Island, that was a different name for Wonder Boy, right? Or is that a spin-off of Wonder Boy? I can't remember. Do I need to press buttons here? Sorry, my bad. Okay, that's the part where is that, what was it again? Father brain? Mother brain? Yeah, mother brain. Now, okay, so we're kind of seeing stuff here. And that's Samus with a visor on. So let's have a look. Now, it might be the core's not fully developed. I mean, I'm using... It's unlikely that the Japanese and the American version of my thing will be a dirty ROM. Well, it's not impossible, but, you know, it's a ROM set that I've used, and I haven't encountered this issue before anyway. So, again, you know, like, there is a lot of work in progress. Yo, what's Ken's making in the house? I just spotted that. Just happened to see this, do it on my feed. Wanted to pop and say hi. I haven't seen the Tang Console yet. I'll need to take a look. Yeah, no worries, Tang. Do you know what? It's tiny. If you're still there, let me show you something. Let me show you exactly how big it is, dude. I took a picture. I've got a Duracell battery there. Oh, okay. There's a stream. Reconnecting. Okay, hopefully I'm still on. I got a message saying it. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, reconnected, successful. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, so Ken, that's on my desk. That's a AA battery, AA, and that's kind of how small it is. What will be really interesting is to see your take on actually. All right, guys, I think, okay, I need to press buttons here. I'd love to see you put this into a handheld, man. I mean, you've done an amazing job with the MiSTer. Even, was it Retro Castle? I think it was Retro Castle talking about it. The handheld they're doing is inspired. But yeah, man, it's really, really tiny. I mean, where's the unboxing video? So let me run through this. So it's tight. It comes nice. It comes like this. So you get this on there. Let me just completely kill the sound for this a second. I'm going to keep pressing buttons in the background. So it comes in a nice little box. So I got like these two SNES USB controllers with it. There's issues with USB at the moment. Every time you change core, the USB controllers stop working. So you have to take them out, physically remove the USB controller and plug it. That's why I've gone for this. The P mod that they gave me, which was, oh, sorry, let me just. So yeah, so the P mod that they gave me it lets me run a PlayStation 2 controller, and that's what I'm running on there at this moment. So but yeah, going back to the unboxing, it does come in what I consider a very, very nice case. Let's forward it a little bit. And it's tiny, man. Tiny, tiny, very, very compact. I mean, if you're living somewhere ultra small, then it might be handy handy for you. I thought you could open that little part there, but I don't think you can. Two USB-C ports, but one of them I think is just the USB 2 port with a USB-C interface. The other is an actual USB-C port. In order to run ROMs, I'm running it via an OTG with the pass-through, which I'll bring up that picture again in a second. So got some other stuff with it. But I think if you get one of these in your hands, maybe, I mean, if you haven't spoke to Saipede already, I can give the guy a shout and saying that, look, you're really good at doing hardware. Maybe they can get you a review unit as well. But let me take a picture back of my desk. So if you just have a look at the left-hand side, so that's the power cable there going into the OTG with a micro SD card with the ROMs on there. What else have I got? Okay, on the right hand side, the PMod, and the firmware I think is actually baked onto the board, because even when I didn't have an SD card in it, it kind of came up with a Tang menu, I think, saying I'm looking for ROMs. But yeah, it would be superb if you got this in your hands, man. Yeah, really, it's even smaller than a cassette. That's the thing, it's tiny. Okay, so here we are. Oh, okay, so I'm on top of my ship here. I'm playing Broke Metroid. Okay, so we're going down. Okay. We are definitely playing Broken Metroid. I don't know how much longer I can do this for, man. I used to enjoy messing about with stuff like this when we've got an FPGA core that's in development and we're having a look at it kind of come together. I mean, I remember playing X-Men and Shadow Dancer and a few others when the graphics are garbled. But I think I've had enough of this one now. So let's run something. Oh, let's run Super Castlevania. That'll be interesting. I wonder if it will run or whether it won't run. Okay, let me put the sound back up for the game, because if this does run properly, this is a soundtrack we wanna hear. It really is fantastic. So yeah, guys, if you're unfamiliar with the channel, what's Ken making? This guy is awesome, man. Okay, so Super Castlevania is okay. I'm wondering now. I wanna run a game that worked before, just to see if for some reason it may need a power cycle. So Super Mario World worked. Let's run Super Mario World. And if this breaks, I'm going to disconnect the power cable. Ah, look. Okay, guys, bear with me. If OBS crashes, I will be back. I'm just going to turn the power off. In fact, I can turn the power off from a power switch. I don't need to do it like a junglist and do it. So let me give it a complete power cycle. And give me a sec, guys. I'm getting up just to turn the power off. Okay, I've turned it off now. Right, let me turn that back on. And I'm going to go to Super Mario World straight away. And I've had issues like this on the MiSTer as well, where something has happened. It doesn't like something and it starts performing weird. And when it performs weird, this is the kind of stuff that happens. So let's go with SNES. And so let's go back in here to US. So that was interesting. So we're going to go Super Mario World just to make sure that runs as it should, because we know that runs. And then I'm going to go back to Super Metroid and Super Castlevania just to see how it works. Do you know what? Ken, I'm not even sure, you know. I'm not sure if I got the dev or the shipped version. To be honest, I'll have to get back to you on that one, dude. I'm not sure. I think this might be I'm not actually, you know, I don't even want to say. I can't remember. I don't know if I've got, I mean, I'm not a developer, so maybe I got the shipped version, or maybe I've got the development version. I've got a whole bunch of extra leads with it. Let me see if I can find it. 1 minute. I'll show you what I got. So we'll go back to that capture video. Oops, sorry. That's wrong window there. It's this one here. Okay, so let me show you some of the stuff that I got. So when I opened it, there was like, hopefully I'll have a look at them. So once I kind of go through there, right, so in here, there was this stuff here, though I've got no idea what those little leads are, man. So obviously that's the OTG that I'm using, but I've got these extra little lead bits in here. And yeah, so no idea what they are or where they go, but it does have like PMOD access, which hopefully I've got it right at the end. No, okay, I didn't show the other video, the other part in there. I think it might be, is that the beginning? Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, so in that bag, that's where I got the PMOD. So it's got access for me to plug that in and plug in that PlayStation controller. Okay, let's get rid of the unboxing. So there you go. So it's got these holes there on the side. Maybe those wires go in there, but you know, I'm like an end user, man. This is way beyond anything that I can think of. Is there a JTAG header on it? That's probably what they're for. I don't know. I mean, I've got an unboxing video where I kind of, if you have a look at that video, I think it's about 4 minutes long. It's not very long, but I kind of flick through all the sides and everything on there. So maybe there is, maybe it's hidden. Really not sure. And I do apologize for that. I just wasn't expecting anyone so technical to come into the stream. Actually, no, we had Robert Pape drop in as well. So we have had some technical heads in here. So let's go to Super Metroid now and see if that runs. Or I wonder if it's Super Metroid that kind of caused this crash. I wonder. Interesting. So definitely interesting. But I've definitely had that with the MiSTer before, where when it starts malfunctioning, everything I do malfunctions, and yeah, it just starts, everything else I load after plays funny. So a good old power cycle. Okay, that's looking a lot better now, isn't it? No, Ken, no, man, you didn't bring no mood down. I'll take a look at the video. No worries, man. No, you didn't bring the mood down. I wanted to get the information out to you, man, because, you know, if you've got this in your hands, I'd really be interested in what you do with it, right? So guys, for anyone that's not aware of this, Ken, he got the QM Tech MiSTer FPGA alternative, and it was the one with onboard SD RAM, and he managed to make a handheld with it. And I think if he hasn't already, I'm pretty sure he's done it. He's made the plans open source, so if anyone wants to work with it and kind of build upon that idea, they can. So it's really good. So This is really nice, and you know, for anyone that watched the stream with Metroid and it crashed, you know, I'm really glad that we were able to kind of go back in and run it, and it looks like it's running fine now. I can try and launch a game. So let's go.
The last Metroid is in.
Okay, that's cool.
The galaxy is at peace.
V2, yeah. So this is V1, isn't it, of this? Okay, so it will have a red reset button. Okay, excellent. So I guess like I've got one of the early ones out there. But I really do want to see stuff come out that I feel pushes this. You know, something like the Saturn or something above, something where the extra 28,000 logic elements can be utilized for something that, say for example, the MiSTer may not be able to do. It will be amazing. As to whether something like the Dreamcast can fit on there, I really don't know. No worries, Ken. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see where this heads, and where it'll be nice to see where will the Tang series of FPGAs be in a year from now. I think SciP actually ran a poll where they were given some crazy numbers for logic elements, you know, like in I think, was it 500,000 or over 1 million? It was crazy, the logic elements it had. So it will definitely be interesting to see where this goes. But you know, generally speaking, like for me, FPGA gaming above and beyond everything else is the snappiness. Like obviously, like if it's slightly out, like if it's slightly imperfect, I may not notice it compared to others that know the game. Only some games I know really, really well. The reason I got into FPGA gaming first and foremost, there's a lot more stuff that I like about it. It was the snappiness. Just like pressing those buttons it just felt instant, and I fell in love playing Super Street Fighter 2 or Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the MiSTer FPGA. Felt as good as the arcade when connected to a CRT. Even playing it on a HDMI screen with you know, if you've got a screen with low input lag. In fact, I've got a screen coming. I wonder, let me check my phone to see if I've got if my wife's collected it. Oh no, it's en route, I think. So I've got a new monitor coming, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. So this is looking good. So it kind of makes sense for this stuff to work, because the GBA core is the GBA is 32-bit, right? So it's more powerful than the SNES. So that works to a good ability. You know, it's going to be interesting actually. What we will try is on the Game Boy Advance. Let's try the Super Mario World that has what does it have? It has the game. What's the game? Yoshi's Island on there. I can't remember which Super Mario World Advance it is. Guys, anyone spotting anything here? I'm not too familiar with this. I didn't really play this on the SNES. I played it after, but are the door colors supposed to be like that? I'm more used to like the ones on the Game Boy Advance, Metroid, Fusion, and Zero Mission. Great games, by the way, if you haven't played those. Okay, this one I'm gonna fight Ridley. I do remember this. I still haven't tried one of my favorite SNES games. What the hell's wrong with me? I need to do that. I can't remember if I'm supposed to die here or if he runs off. Let's just let's see. Oh yeah, he flies off. Wow, look at that, man. The way he looked out there. Good stuff. Okay, let's run. I wanted to try Super Castlevania, and hopefully it doesn't crash on us or anything. It did load. They had the garbled graphics, but we resolved that. So interesting. Okay. Taste the Tang. I like that. Okay. Again, this is one that I skipped on the Super Nintendo. I really like the soundtrack for this though. Sorry, I'm going to make you watch all that. Oh, subscribe to the channel, please, guys. Please subscribe to the channel. It's super duper appreciated. Come on, I want to hear Simon's theme. Da, 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 da. My wife kept getting annoyed because I wasn't answering phone calls from her. And the reason I wasn't answering phone calls from her was because I gave her a custom ring tune of Simon's theme. And I kept wanting to listen to it. This one here. So my wife would call and the phone would go like this. But I did an edit of the track, so it just went da, 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 from here. So I never picked up the phone and I'd call her back. One of my best friends, when he calls me, the RoboCop theme tune goes. So yeah, I'm very tempted not to pick my phone, man. Okay, this is running good. Right, let me run one of my favorite games. It's a Konami game as well. And it's one of the games that when I saw it on the SNES, I was like, wow. Soundtrack's good for this one as well, by the way, but not nowhere near as good as the Castlevania soundtrack. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I didn't tell my wife that. She's using, so I used to have this Chromebook and I bought these Umbrella Corporation stickers on there. And yeah, so I bought these Umbrella Corporation stickers and I jazzed up the Chromebook with it and I stopped using it. So my wife needed something. I was like, yeah, man, use this. I'll never use it. She's got the Umbrella stickers on it. She didn't even know what it was. She thought the Chromebook was branded by Umbrella. And when I told her what it was, she was like, oh, people think I'm into that nasty stuff. I was like, what nasty stuff? It literally, the Umbrella stickers are so good on there, so minimal. It looks like she's an employee for the Umbrella Corporation from Resident Evil and this is their branded laptop. So this is such a good game. If you haven't played this, like play it. The bird's eye view bits, yeah, they're not great. You can get through them, but the normal parts of the game, wow. And you need an accurate controller here to play this. You know, a wrong diagonal will kill you in this game. And this game is unforgiving, man. One shot and you're dead. And be careful when you're at the edge of the screen because someone could come out from behind and just get you, man. Like that little thing's gonna go here. Ooh! There should be a tank coming up soon I can get into. Where's that? Oh no, there's a... Is the tank here? I think the tank's here. Really, really like this game. Like a heck of a lot like this game. I never completed it though. Even when I was good at games back then, just never completed it. Very difficult game. I think I used to be able to get to the last level. See guys, it's very snappy. If you play Contra with lag, you'll die, man. You'll die. No exceptions. You will die. I think there's a midway boss here. What's B? I can't remember what that weapon is. I like the combo I've got now. Always be patient. Don't be too eager. Unless you're a speedrunner, of course. No, I don't want the lasers. No, I don't want to get it. I don't want to get it. Okay. We're doing all right. As soon as I lose a life, guys, we'll put on another game. Nice. Here, this bit's really cool. I remember seeing this on the Super Nintendo, just thinking, wow. And this was in that new Terminator game. They've kind of referenced this part in the trailers, and that looks really, really cool. I think that's going to have to be a day one purchase for me, man. Okay, this bit's... Can't remember. Ah, okay, there you go. Can't remember where I had to be. Right, is there anything else in chat? Oh, the barrier shield. Oh, man. Oh, bloody hell. I should have got that. That would have given me an extra little thing, man. So, let's have a look. Any other game, guys? Ooh, a glitch. Right, okay. Yeah, Contra's amazing. Was that AZ Highs? Okay, Highways. Right, okay, let's run another game. Oh, what's interesting, let's run a Street Fighter game here, actually, because the SNES, obviously 6 buttons are configured. So, I think someone said Super Street Fighter earlier. We can run with that. What would be interesting, actually, we could try Star Fox, whether Star Fox works yet. That would be interesting. Rendering Ranger. Okay, if that's a SNES game, we can go with that. Guys, roughly about 15 minutes left of this stream. And then you know, I'll likely do some videos on this as well, and some other stuff, hopefully, especially when stuff gets updates. And that's going to be interesting, because every time there's going to be an update, you know, I'm going to be like, yeah, I can use it now. Okay. Let's do the buttons quickly. Oh no, come on. Oh, okay, sorry, I wasn't looking at that right. Okay, we're good. Be my boy Jimmy. Okay, Rendering Rangers. Okay, we're going to try that. We're going to try that next. Rendering Ranger. Why is he blocking so much, man? Ooh. Oh, and Doom. Right, I'm not expecting the great John Zini. Not expecting some of the Alpha. Oh, okay, we can do Alpha 2 as well. So I think we're going to do Rendering Ranger next. Okay, that's what you get for taking that round off me, man. I'm Jimmy. Okay, right, Rendering Rangers. Have we... Is that a Japanese game or something? Rendering. Okay, I haven't got it here.
Hong Kong.
Oh, here we go. Rendering Rangers. Okay. Let's see how this does. It's a 2 megabyte game. I think there's games that were larger on there. So wicked. Thanks, O.M.A.Hei-Long. Wicked. Or EU, or maybe EU, or we've got a Japanese version here, so we'll run with that. Okay. And yeah, just want to give a shout out to my buddy Anime Otaku, man. He's been helping me with a lot of stuff recently. Okay, this is an interesting looking game. Not a game I'm familiar. Ooh, not a game I'm familiar with at all. I mean, for the whole part, this is looking good, guys. Oof. Oh, that's floating up. I wanted to get that. Okay. Oh, okay, I've got different fires as well. Right, okay, cool. Interesting. Do like it. What's circle do? That was interesting. I just got shot out there. You've got eight-way directional shots in here. Whoops. I like that wow sound. Sounds like a bass line. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, let me go Street Fighter Alpha 2. And I think... Let's go. I know it's not a very good version on here. Street Fighter Alpha 2. Okay, I know it's not a great. But hold on, what happened here? Oh, not a SNES ROM file, have I? Okay, maybe that's just not loading. Let's try the Japanese version or the European version then. We'll try the Japanese version. So Street Fighter 02 there, isn't it? So, let's see. Okay, look, it's not going to load that. There's no way both of them are going to be like that. So Street Fighter Alpha 2 is a no. Would you say, guys, shall we finish off with let's finish off by doing I think some Game Boy Advance, because I think that's likely the most taxing one on here so far out of the cores we've got available. And yeah, try and give me some games for the Game Boy Advance that are taxing. In fact, while you guys are giving me games, I want to go ahead and do Super Mario Advance, the one that's got Yoshi Island in it. I mean, what would be nice here as well is, for example, now, if there's a lot, if it's a long title and you want to get to a certain part of it, it will be nice if it scrolls as well. And I do hope we see stuff like this come over to it. So, here we go. At least we can see that. So Super Mario Advance 3, Yoshi's Island. So this didn't load on the SNES core. What will be interesting though, what will be interesting is, does this actually load on the Game Boy Advance side? That's going to be interesting here. GBA Doom, yeah, sure, we can try and do that. How long we got left, guys? We've literally got like maximum of 10 minutes left. And that's that. So guys, if you've enjoyed this stream at all, hitting that like button does help. It helps it get out there and more people can find out about the Tang Console. Okay, I kind of get the feeling that this may not work, right? Because Yoshi's Island didn't work on the Super Nintendo as well. It might be warped logic that I've got here, but what we will do is we will go to, where are we? Super Mario Advance 3 Yoshi's Island. What we'll try and do is we'll try and run the first Super Mario Advance, which I really like because it does have Super Mario Bros. 2 in there. Do you know what? I don't think this has analog, Nicholas. I think it's only HDMI. So you might need to get like a, an actual HDMI to an analog converter yourself. As far as I know, don't quote me on this. There are resources for this available and I've linked them in there. And I'm hoping I don't have to do a power cycle because I imagine this would have ran. But we'll try and we'll just try and run like a run of the mill game. So let's do, well, not really a run of the mill game, but we'll do Sonic Advance. If this doesn't work, I'm going to give it a power cycle. I'm going to reboot and we'll try some of the stuff again and hopefully that works. Just remember, guys, IT 101. If it doesn't work, have you tried switching it off and on? Because often that will resolve your issue. Yeah, it's tiny. It's tiny as well, Nicholas. It really is tiny. Okay. Right, let's have a look. I'll show you exactly how tiny. Look, it's tiny. We've got a AA battery there, just for size comparison. It is a tiny little console, so no analog output yet, just digital. Okay, I'm going to turn this off because we had good success with the GBA first, but it's not booting it up here. So let me give it a hard power switch off, and then we're going to boot it back up, and we're going to go into the Game Boy Advance core again, because 3 out of 3 games not working like that where they worked previously, that's just too much. So Nantomario, will know if you can. Yeah, well, Nantomario is pretty, you know, he's out there on X quite a lot. You can always tag him in stuff and ask him. Okay, so let's run one of the public domain games that comes included, which is one of these ones, and hopefully in just a second we will see something boot up. Here we go, and yeah, hopefully this will come up. Is that okay? That's cool. So we've got the GBS, whatever you call it, splash screen, BIOS screen coming up. Okay, so let's now go and actually try and run a proper game. So I want to go into the first Super Mario Advance. Just to make sure that it does run, and hopefully it will. And then we're going to try Super Mario Advance Yoshi's Island just to see if that actually boots up. So if you wanted to play Yoshi's Island, instead of playing the SNES one, you could play this one. So, but I am very, very interested in seeing what other developers take this up. I know Wicker Wacker, the excellent developer that's brought over a lot of the IRM cores like IRM M72, M92, is currently working on the Taito F2 core. So some of the games, if I was to talk games, we're talking like R-Type Leo, Legend of Hero Tonma, Ninja Baseball Batman. They're currently working on games like Final Blow, that system there. So they're interested in getting their hands on one of this. So hopefully they can do some work on it. Okay, I'm going to go straight ahead and I want to run like the next Super Mario. We want to run the one with Yoshi's Island now. And hopefully we have success. Yeah, and that's the thing. The MiSTer has that secret sauce. And I was saying earlier, I was comparing. So I'm really into my handhelds. So when it comes to PC handhelds, like just most recently, I got rid of the GPD Win 4, the GPD Win Max 2, only because I can't really use them at work. I'm not doing shift work and I'm always in prime time. Can't really use my gadgets. They have to use like my work machines. So I even though those machines were more powerful and performance for PC gaming was better, I like the Steam Deck, and it's inferior from a technological standpoint, but it's just a secret sauce, man. The Steam OS is so darn good. I decided to keep the weaker machine with better sauce. So even though this has more logic elements, MiSTer's just such a mature product by now. It's simply put, it's amazing. So let's run this and let's see how this runs. So we are here. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's run this. Okay. Ooh. Is that a sound that's in the game? The long... Oh no, it's normal. It's normal. Everything's normal. Okay. So hey, if the SNES one wasn't working, cool, we can play the Game Boy Advance version. So again, you know, massive shout out to Cypede for sending this to me. I do like this. You know, it's not exactly going to replace your MiSTer yet, but it's definitely a nice alternative, and it'll be nice to see what else gets ported over to this if we do get any original cores. Big shout out to Nantomario, who's ported a whole bunch of these cores over. And a big shout out to Anime Otaku, that was kind of helping me set this up. There wasn't a lot to set up, to be honest, but he was there and he went through the document with me and he found a lot of stuff that I kind of didn't spot first time round. He was actually supposed to come on the stream with me, but something came up last minute. A really nice guy, Anime Otaku, man. Does a lot of work for the Zapparoo project, so really cool guy. But yeah, hopefully he'll be with me on stream tomorrow doing the Super Nintendo MSX one stream. It was kind of his idea to do it. I was like, dude, I wanted to do a stream yesterday. And he was like, why don't you do that? And I was like, okay. So that's kind of working, guys. Any ideas for any other one? Right, okay, let's see. Wicked. Who's got a run? Someone says got a run. Oh, what's Ken making? No worries, dude. Nice one. I do appreciate you stopping by, and I definitely look forward to you getting one of these at some point. So let's run. What other games are difficult on the SNES? And let's kind of finish with, let's do one more difficult game if anyone can. Oh, I know. Let's do Star Fox. Oh, sorry, on this. I don't know. We were doing Game Boy Advance. Let's go back to SNES a second. Sorry. I want to do Star Fox because we know that game had special hardware in there, right? So, do I need to? Let's see. Let me try one thing actually. Let's actually just load the core here and then pick a game. I do know. Thank you all guys for watching, man. You know, without you guys watching and engaging, this would not be any fun at all. So, let's load up the SNES core and Star Fox 2. Okay, so let's go Star Fox 1. And honestly, I'm not expecting this to load, but let's see what we get. Wicked. Oh, nice. Oh, you've got one on way. Awesome, man. Yeah, definitely put it through its paces, man. Sounds freaking good. Okay. Yeah, so this hasn't booted up. I'm going to be super cheeky here. And I'm going to go for Star Fox 2, which I'm sure isn't going to work, you know, because there's still more stuff that needs to be implemented. But hey, we'll try it, because if it does, then I'll be like, hey, guess what? It's actually worked. No? Okay. I'm going to go here and we're going to finish on what we began with Super Mario World, because this is such a good looking game, such good eye candy. And here we go. That's working. Awesome. So, right, guys, gonna wrap up the stream over here. So we learned the Tang 138K is a capable device. It needs more work, it needs more developer support, and hopefully it will get that. There are smaller Tang devices, like someone mentioned, I think the Tang 20K or the 25K, which is as cheap as chips. I think it was like $20, $25 that can run NES and SNES. So it'll be interesting to see what direction this goes in. But my first impressions of it, yeah, man, it's decent. I mean, I had a good fun playing everything that I played here. There were some imperfections. We saw some on the SNES in Mario Kart. The sound for the Game Boy Advance, it felt like someone was playing like a little bit of a trumpet there, or I don't know, some kind of instrument, you know. In between in there, almost liked it. It gave it a little bit of a twist. But guys, this is it. It's the Tang 138K, and naturally as stuff gets updated, I will be showing it off. I'll be doing videos and live streams. Look out for Video Game Esoterica's video as well. He'll be doing one, I think, on Monday at the earliest. So keep an eye on that, because he'll have some technical insight on this that I likely won't. Hopefully what Ken's making will get one as well, and he can make a marvelous handheld out of it. But that's it, guys. Be freaking awesome to one another. Thank you, each and every one of you that tuned into the stream. I'll see you guys around. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.